Hi children, today's class 10th class physical science and we are discussing the concepts of acids, bases and salts. Now children, we already know that what we call acids are the substances which will dissolve in water and liberate H plus ions. And the bases are the substances which will dissolve in water and liberate OH minus ions. Okay. Now we know that with the help of a blue litmus paper, we can able to test for acids. If you dip this blue litmus paper, if it turns into red, you can say that it is a acid. With the help of a red litmus paper, we can able to go for test for the bases. If red litmus paper is turns into blue, then we can say that that is a base. That means with the help of a blue litmus paper, we can test for acids. With the help of a red litmus paper, we can test for bases. But with the help of a blue litmus paper, we cannot test for bases. Why? Already blue color is there. So in bases, blue color only will get it. That means blue litmus paper is not meant for testing the bases. Similarly, red litmus paper is not meant for testing the acids. Then how to test? Then all the solutions. How to test all the solutions with one indicator? We have one indicator that is known as universal indicator, which is useful for testing the given solution is acid or base or salt. And with this blue litmus paper and red litmus paper, we cannot test for salt also. Why? They won't change their color. But with one indicator which is known as a universal indicator, we can go for test for acids, bases and also salts. That universal indicator is known as pH. What is it? pH. This was introduced by Sorensen. What is name? Sorensen. So he gave one scale that is known as a pH scale. pH scale or pH paper we can say pH solution. With this we can able to go for test for acids, bases and salts. That's why it is known as universal indicator. Universal means globally it is useful to test whether it is acid or base or salt. Now this pH scale consists of values 0 to 14. This pH paper is a light orange color litmus paper. Okay. It is also what we call light orange solution. Then with the help of this pH paper and pH solution, if you dip these in any solution, then that solution color will change from what we called any one color. It will give either what we called maroon to what we called this blue color. It can able to give. So depending upon the color, we will get the value of pH scale, and depending upon that value, we will come to know whether the given solution is acid or base or salt. Now, what did this pH means? P means potential. P means potential. German word whose meaning is power. Now, how this pH value he gave, that we have to find out. So, in order to know about that pH value, first you should know about H plus ion concentration and OH minus ion concentration in pure water. So, how come we know this H plus ion concentration and OH minus ion concentration in pure water? That you should know. So, first of all, in 1 mole of water, 1 mole of water means which consists 6 into 6.023 into 10 power 23 number of molecules. It is said to be 1 mole of water. In that 1 mole of water, H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 7 mole ions per liter. Similarly, OH minus ion concentration is 10 power minus 7 mole ions per liter. Means equal are they. Now, means if you multiply these concentration, H plus and OH minus ion concentration, then 10 power minus 7 into 10 power minus 7, which is equals to 10 power minus 7 minus 7, 10 power minus 14 mole ions square by liter square. This is a overall what to say H plus I means concentration in of OH H plus ion and OH minus ion concentration in 10 power what we call 1 mole of water. Then what will happen? We know that for acids H plus ion concentration should be greater. Means the number of moles of H plus ion should be more compared to OH minus ions. Then in that case what will happen? H plus ion concentration if increases, OH minus ion concentration will decrease. Now just now I said that in pure water the H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 7 and OH minus ion concentration is 10 power minus 7. So let us take H plus ion concentration and OH minus ion concentration. Then here it will be 10 power minus 7, it will be 10 power minus 7. But when it will become acid, if H plus ion concentration increases, then it will become acids. So if negative power is there, so 10 power minus 6. Then OH minus ion will become 10 power minus 8. It will become 10 power minus 5. It will become 10 power minus 9. If it is 10 power minus 4, it will become 10 power minus 10. Then 10 power minus 3 H plus ion concentration means OH minus ion concentration will be 10 power minus 11. If it is 10 power minus 2, it will be 10 power minus 10. It will be 10 power minus 1. It will be 10 power minus 11 minus 13. If it is 10 power 0, it will be 10 power 4. For these H plus ion concentrations, we will call that solutions as acids. Okay. That means if H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 7, if H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 6, if H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 5, 10 power minus 4, 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 1, 10 power 0, then that solutions are acids. Then how if we are going on dealing with this negative power values? So to dealing with negative power values or what we call calculating negative power values is not that much conveniencing way or easy way. That's why Sorensen introduced one scale. That scale is only known as pH scale. In pH scale, we will have only positive values which are easily rememberable. Easy way to remember or memorize. So how we converted this H plus ion concentration into pH values, that we should know. Now we know that if the H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 6 to 10 power 0, then we will call alt as acids we say. So if it is 10 power minus 6, what about pH value? That we should know. If pH is negative logarithm of H plus ion, that is the formula for pH. How to find pH? Negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration. So if it is 10 power minus 6, then minus logarithm 10 power minus 6. It is in the form of log a power m, which is equals to m log a. So that's why what we get here, minus of minus 6 logarithm of 10 base 10. Now log 10 base 10 is equal to 1. So minus into minus 6. So if H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 6, pH value will be 6. pH value will be 6. Then what about pH value of 10 power minus 5? 5. What about the pH value of 10 power minus 4? 4. Then what about the pH value of 10 power minus 3? 3. Then what about the pH value of 10 power minus 2? 2. Then over here, what about the pH value of 10 power minus 1? 1. What about the pH value of 10 power 0 concentration? 0. That means if pH values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we will call that solutions as acids. Solutions as acids. In that way, we can find pH values of given H plus ion concentration solution, and after finding the pH value, we will come to know that whether it is acid or base. Now, the H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 7, then what we will call it as salt. It is known as salt. Now, what about the pH value of 10 power minus 7? 7. That means if the pH value is equals to 7, we will call it as salt. We will call it as salt. Then what about H plus ion concentration of bases? Bases concentration should increase. Bases concentration should increase means here in bases OH minus ion concentration should increase. That means OH minus ion concentration should increase means OH minus ion should be 10 power minus 6. OH minus ion should be 10 power minus 5. OH minus ion should be 10 power minus 5, like that. Now let us see for bases what about H plus ion concentration. Now, but here we have to consider both H plus and OH, because we know that for bases, if OH minus ion concentration increases, then we will call it as a basis. So OH minus ion concentration and H plus ion concentration, then pH value, because with the help of H plus ion only we will get pH values. With the help of OH minus ion we won't get pH values. We know that if it is 10 power minus 7, it will be what we call 10 power minus 7 only. It is 7, we will call it as salt. But OH minus ion concentration should be greater than 10 power minus 7 means 10 power minus 6. Then H plus ion will become 10 power minus 8. Now the pH will become 8. We should not consider OH minus ion. But why I am taking OH minus ion? Because with the help of this, if the OH minus ion increases, then we will call it as bases. That's why we are considering OH minus ion. That means OH minus ion should increase means minus 5, 10 power minus 4, 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 1, 10 power 0. But pH will give only values of H plus ion. pH won't give the values of OH minus ion. That you should what you call remember. So if it is 10 power minus 5, it will become 10 power minus 9. That means pH is 9. If it is 10 power minus 4, it will be 10 power minus 10. Then the pH value will be 10. If OH minus ion is 10 power minus 3, then H plus will be 10 power minus 11. Then pH value will be 11. If H plus ion concentration is OH minus ion concentration is 10 power minus 2, H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 12, then the pH value will be 12. If OH minus ion concentration is 10 power minus 1, then H plus ion concentration will be 10 power minus 13, then the pH value will be 13. Then next, if H plus ion concentration, OH minus concentration is 10 power 0, H plus ion concentration is 10 power minus 14. That means if the pH values are 8 to 14, we will call them as bases. That means if pH is here, pH is what I wrote here 6. If pH is values is are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, then we will call them as a bases. We will call them as a bases. In this way, these pH values will give idea about whether given solutions are acids or bases or salts. So, if we know the H plus ion concentration and OH minus ion concentration, then we can able to find out the pH values. After finding pH values, then we can able to decide whether given solution is acids, bases and salts. Acids, bases and salts. Now the question comes, how to find these pH values? Okay, they never mention this H plus ion and OH minus ion values. Then just they will give the solution. We have to find out its pH value. Then if without knowing H plus ion value, a concentration, and OH minus ion concentration, how to find H plus ion pH value? We will have a pH paper. pH paper. That pH paper, which is known as a universal indicator, whose color will be slightly orange, that you will dip in that what we call solution. If we dip that paper in the solution, then its color will change. Depending upon the color which we obtain, we will decide its pH. We will come to know about its pH value. If we know about its pH value, then automatically we can tell that the given solution is acid or base or salt. Then for acids, which colors we will get? For bases, which colors we will get? That is the question. For general, first we will start with salt. We'll start with salt. So before going to that, now tell me what pH of salt is 7. What about the pH of acids? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What about the pH of bases? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That means less than 7 pH value will call acids. Equal to 7 we will call it as salt. Greater than 7 we will call them as bases. So pH paper is a slightly orange paper. Then what we call it will going on change depending upon acidic solution or basic solution or salt solution. Then this pH, how it will change its color? It will change, that's it. Then what about the pH scale? pH scale consists of how many values now? 14 values. How many values? 14 values. 0 to 14. 0 to 14 it consists totally. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In this way it will have 14 values. 14 values. This is a pH scale, we will say pH scale. Then we will start with 7. 7 means salt. pH is 7 means salt, we will say. Salt. It will have which color? Green color. Which color? Slightly green color. Slight, what you call thick green color will have. Thick green. Thick green color will have. Thick green. Thick green. Thick green color. We will have thick green color here. Now this will be slightly light green. Light green. Now for fifth, orange. Light orange. Light orange. Next, thickish orange or red. Light red. Okay, lightly what you call lightest red color. Now thickish red color. Next light maroon, thick maroon, and what you call totally magenta color, maroon color will have. Like this, these colors will have for these what you say acid values. What about this one here? Now what you call bluish green, bluish green, bluish green. Next what you say light blue color. Next blue color. Next what you say thick blue color. Thick blue color. Now here what we can say that violet, light violet. Next thick violet. Next we can say purple, light purple, thick purple. So like that we will have a colors for this pH values. Whenever you dip that pH paper in the solution, whenever we dip that pH paper in the solution, then we will get the color. Depending upon the color, we will decide whether it's acid or base. In that way, we will come to know about the given solution is acids or bases or salts. How? With the help of a scale known as a pH scale. P means potent German word which is nothing but a what we called power, positive power. So in the pH paper, if we dip in the we have prepared the solution and that solution, if in that solution if you dip this pH paper or pH solution, then its color will change. Light orange color will change to either green or what you call orange or reddish orange or thickish orange or maroon orange, blue, etc. Depending upon that, we will know the pH value. If you know the pH value, then we can able to tell that that is a acid or base or salt or what you called acid, base or salt. Not only that, we can also tell whether it is a strong acid or strong base and weak acid or weak base. That we can able to discuss in next session. Thank you.